Hello friends, I'm in Seattle and I'm going out to enjoy the nature, and I'll share with you a story about my life and my experiences and the leadership challenges. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with your networks. So I'm going with my wife to enjoy the nature in Seattle, in USA. The weather is very pleasant. How are you? How are you? Just. So shall we record now with you? No.
What's that?
Yeah. Shall we record now? No. Out, inside, outside.
Oh no, I have to work.
Yeah, just a moment. Yeah, he's my friend,
Let's get a little closer.
John. My friend John.
Hello. Hi.
I'm going for outing for to enjoy the nature with my friend John. Of course, he's going to office. He's working from home. Okay, then catch
All
you.
right,
Catch you
bye.
up. Bye.
See ya.
Okay, this is the house where my younger son Ramakrishna Sai stays here, and luckily that John, who stays in this villa, so he met me and talked with me. It's a coincidence. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Professor M.S. Rao. I have authored 53 books, including award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate His Holiness Dalai Lama has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including Indian Air Force, business, teaching and training. I am a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, OCD. Add to that the brain stroke worsened my health. And I was born into a toxic family and grew up into a toxic environment. And I have mental challenges, physical challenges and financial challenges. I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler. I still belong to a lower middle class family. I am 61 years old. Despite all the challenges, health challenges especially, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. So never ever give up in your life. Life is an opportunity, life is a gift, and life is all about possibilities. So enjoy the journey. And right now I'm in Seattle in USA, enjoying the nature. I'll briefly explain about Seattle. Seattle is a very beautiful city, and the weather is right now it's very pleasant. Sometimes it is foggy, sometimes drizzling, sometimes raining, sometimes cloudy. So Seattle is a city of contrast, but I am enjoying a lot. And we entered fall season. You can find the leaves falling down. The color of the leaves change here. So you can enjoy the nature. So I have seen people walking with a dog or cat, something like that. They keep walking. And the Seattle and Bellevue are closely connected. They are like twin cities of Telangana, such as Hyderabad and Secunderabad. Secunderabad and Hyderabad are known as twin cities. So I can say Seattle and Bellevue are twin cities. So entrepreneurs are thriving in Seattle, and some of the companies are in Seattle. Boeing is very close to the place where we are there. Just it is, I think, half a kilometer from the place where my son lives with my wife and me. So, and Boeing is, of course, currently Boeing has some challenges. Everybody knows Boeing, and it's very reputed. And we have a couple of companies like Amazon and Microsoft, Northstrom, Starbucks. So likewise, so many countries, so many companies are there, and entrepreneurs are doing good, and they have brought laurels to Seattle. So now this is briefly about Seattle. Now I'll catch up with the storytelling. I am basically a storyteller. I create stories and share my stories with the world. And who knows, if one of my stories impact the humankind, that serves my purpose. Right from my childhood, I was reading books, of course in Telugu medium, and I used to get inspired. I should get inspired with the stories. I used to go to far distant places to visit libraries, and sometimes I went by walk, sometimes on bicycle. I pedaled by bicycle and went to library. In those days there was no YouTube and no technology, and I was very much passionate about education and learning since my childhood. I was born in a tiny village on October 31st, 1963, in a toxic family, and grew up in a toxic environment. So I could not enjoy my childhood, and sometimes I used to clean the dishes in a hotel. Sometimes I used to collect money, and because I worked in a tea stall along with my father, and my father was hardworking, but he had his own challenges and weaknesses, such as he was an alcoholic and a litigant. So lots of challenges. And my mother is a no sayer, very very toxic. So that was the kind of family I was born into, and so we can't do anything about our place of birth, and however we can create our own destiny. Everything happens for a reason, and all that happens for good. That's what I believe. I am very positive by nature, and my blood group is B positive, and I'm positive by nature. So at the age of 18, I joined the Indian Air Force. I was passionate about wearing uniform, and luckily I came out my toxic family from my native place and joined Indian Air Force. And I grew as a healthy citizen, and I grew as a leader. And again, I was not a commissioned officer. I served in the lowest rank of a corporal for 12 years. in the Indian Air Force. I joined Indian Air Force on 4th February uh, uh, 1982, and in Hyderabad, Begumpet Air Force Station. Then 5th February 1982, I came to Tambaram. I went to Tambaram and I acquired training. Initially, I found it very challenging to get along, but since I was passionate about serving my country and I was passionate about wearing a uniform, so I adjusted and gradually became disciplined and focused. I am what I am because of Indian Air Force. So I am grateful to Indian Air Force for giving me an opportunity to serve my country. So after I joined Indian Air Force, I sent money to my parents to support. Every month I was sending money. Then I paid. I gave money for buying the gold, and I gave money to buy the first floor of the home. And everything was taken away by my family members, and it was a total betrayal by my family members. So life taught me bitter lessons, not to trust people blindly. Of course, we can't generalize the things, but in my own experience, I had lots of challenges because of rogue relatives and family members. The biggest strength for me was joining the Indian Air Force, and I made good friends, and I grew up in a healthy environment. So that's a advantage, and my friends helped me. Of course, I also helped them, but I never took money from my friends on loan or hand loan or something like that. So I enjoy sharing my stories. I create stories and share my stories, and I am enjoying the nature in Seattle, and I am recording my memories on my smartphone while walking, and my right hand has been paralyzed and numb, so I am holding my smartphone with my left hand, which is very painful and stressful, but still I am holding because I want to record my memories and share with the people. So at the age of 18, I joined Indian Air Force, and I discontinued my degree. That was BSc. Then again I continued my degree by paying condonation while serving in the Indian Air Force, and I extended my degree for 1 year by taking tuitions, and successfully completed my degree. So usually it takes 3 years for me to acquire BSc, but for me it took 4 years, and with lots of delays, it took more than 4 years, and subsequently I got my degree. So in my entire life, always I had obstacles, disturbances, but still I was moving, because I am very persistent by nature, and I am very consistent. I am very consistent in what I am doing. I am very consistent and persistent, but I was not patient in the initial stages. But after brain stroke, I became very patient, and I cooled down. Otherwise, I was very fast and very aggressive by nature. Maybe because of I was very young at that time. Now, gradually, I reinvented and I grew calm, especially after I started writing books. I focused more on creative writing. So I served for 12 years in the Indian Air Force, and I acquired couple of qualifications through private education again. I acquired qualifications like DME, that was in aeronautical, BSc, that was science, then MA in sociology, then PGDCLL, that was on labor laws, then PGDBM, that was general management, then MBA on marketing. So like that, I acquired qualifications through private education. For every moment I had to struggle to acquire qualifications, because I didn't have any mentor, I didn't have any coach, I didn't have any mentor. So that was the problem. So whatever the opportunities came to me, I availed. And I was in Jodhpur from 1986 to 1991, and I used to go to libraries, and I availed the Air Force libraries, and acquired material, made notes. Still I have notes which have been written many years back. So I maintained diary and journal. So many things I did, and I acquired qualifications, and all through private education, and all through my own earnings, and all the education was not consistent because it was in different areas. The only consistency I had is I'm very consistent in acquiring knowledge and sharing my knowledge. That is the only consistency. Otherwise, the kind of qualifications I acquired were in different areas. So after having served for I served for 12 years in various parts of India. Then my father-in-law invited me to join business, so I joined. And unfortunately, my brother-in-law and father-in-law backstabbed, and they ruined my career and prospects. So life taught me many lessons, not to trust people, not to entertain these negative people. The only consolation is that I have been blessed with good friends. For me, friendship is thicker than blood. So I friends more rather than my relatives, because some of the relatives are jealous. Sometimes they throw the hammer into the work. So that's why I kept myself away, and I'm grateful to some of my friends who stood by me whenever I had problems. So then I did business for 12 to 14 years. The business didn't work out due to lack of cooperation and various business challenges. Then I left business and became a faculty member in the year 2007. And at that time, only education helped me, because I was doing business, and the education helped me to overcome the adversity. Because of those qualifications, I joined as a faculty member. So education helps in many ways, not only to get a job or doing service or whatever it is, education opens the window to the world. So we should always emphasize education. I believe in two things: education and character. You should have, if you have good education and good character, sky is the limit. You can do anything and everything in this world. And precisely I emphasize character education. So education with character, that is character education, is the thing I emphasize. And I often share with my students, even my sons, and to the world through my books. I have published 53 books. So I have been referring often about various leaders, especially leaders like Abraham Lincoln, Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, His Holiness Dalai Lama, so various other leaders I have been referring in my books. And so I am what I am because of the reflection of my books and reading. I am a voracious reader. I read thousands of books during my lifetime, and I read the books of Mahatma Gandhi and various leaders. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda I admire. And one of the books titled Student Leaders that I have dedicated to Swami Vivekananda on the eve of 150th birth anniversary. So I read thousands of books during my lifetime. Two books resonates with me are Man's Search for Meaning and Art of War. These are the books which are very close to my heart. So we have to wait here. But if button is pressed, then we can go. We can walk. Yeah, correct. So only when we get permission to walk, then we can walk. So now you can see permission to walk. So you can see the signal. Here things are very strict in USA. So daily we are. I have shortlisted one area, and we are going for a walk to enjoy the nature and to see Seattle. Of course, we visited some places in Seattle because my younger son took me and my wife, and he showed various places like Space Needle and Zoo. At various, we went to Olympic National Park. Then we went to Mount Rainier. So many places we have seen, but we are yet to see many places. Okay, I'll get back to my story. So 2007 I became a faculty member, and I had salary was around 8,000 or 10,000, I don't remember exactly. So with that money, my two sons and my wife and I survived with that money. And at the end of December 2007, I paid a fee to join for PhD, because already I had a couple of qualifications. And as you know that I am passionate about acquiring various qualifications, so I took admission for PhD. in soft skills. And at the end of, but before joining, that guide wanted some articles, research papers. I had some articles published some many years back. When I was in Air Force, I was contributing some articles to some competitive magazines and some articles. So I showed to my guide. Then I took admission and joined for PhD by December end of 2007. And luckily what happened very next year, that is 2008, things have changed and the fee was hiked, rules were changed. So friends, you can understand the things. Whatever comes, you have to accept and move on. This is the takeaway. This is what I followed in my life. Whatever the qualifications I did, whatever was available at my hand, and availed. Similarly, and it was an opportunity that came, and I grabbed, and I paid fee of I think 8,000, 10,000 I think I paid, December 2007, and I joined for PhD. And very next year, the 2008 fee has been hiked, rules have been changed. So all that happens for good. I am very positive. Maybe because my blood group is B positive. And I did research, and in the year 2011 I got my PhD in soft skills, and with a lot of struggles, editing, re-editing, all those things, with lots of hard work. It was a grind for me to get my PhD. So I got my PhD. So 2010 I became an author, and as I worked in private colleges, I was getting salary, and I pursued. I lived with my wife and 2 sons. But again, the problem with the private colleges in India was that we were not getting salaries on time. Sometimes they didn't give salaries. This is the kind of challenges we encountered in life. Sometimes this private college didn't give salaries on time. Sometimes they didn't give any salaries, because I worked in private colleges. Then sometimes I had to fight legally to get my salary. So lots of challenges. Then again, I became a full-time author. Then again, things have changed. COVID struck, and I had a brain stroke in the year 2021. So until then, somehow I was managing everything. Just let me move forward and come back and circle back to my story. Just I want to have a view. This area I came first time. I am enjoying the nature. Here, if green signal is there, then only we can move forward. Otherwise, we can't move forward. So we are coming back. Can we go that way? No. I will go like this. Okay. Okay, I am returning. Now I think it took 29 minutes. So it would 29 minutes. So it would take 1 hour for me to come back to home. 30 minutes, 60 minutes for walking. One way 30 minutes, return 30 minutes. So it takes 1 hour to walk. Okay, I'll get back to my story. So I published 53 books. In fact, I wrote 60 books. I published only 53 books, and I wrote books in different genre. The genre, in the sense, I wrote books in teaching, training, soft skills, soft leadership, diversity, mindfulness, executive coaching, like that. Various areas I entered. I just wanted to explore different things in my life. I think elections are going on. They have put boards, Harris, Walsh, Kamala Harris. So now this is the time in US. People are canvassing for votes. Okay, fine. Now again I'll get back to my story. So I published books in different genre, and and I have been writing for 17 years. So I developed chronic back pain by continuous sitting, and I was very much passionate, and now also I am very much passionate, and I didn't know the kind of problems anticipate when I started writing initially 17 years back. Then I had problem with my backbone. Then doctor advised me to go for a walk, and of course I go to gym. I have been hitting gym more than 40 years. I am basically a fitness freak, and apart from that hitting the gym, doctor advised me to go for a walk so that I'll gradually overcome my back pain. So whatever the back problem is there, that L1, L2, I think it tilted. So that's the problem, and so then again what happened, I during the first lockdown I was okay, and I also wrote a book on COVID-19. That book I have dedicated to Sri Narendra Modi, the present Prime Minister of India. And during the second lockdown, I had a brain stroke. Until then, I was taking everything for granted, because I was thinking everything was okay, and I never thought of health cards, because my health was good. COVID struck, and first lockdown, there was no problem. I was confined to home, and I wrote books, and I published a book titled COVID-19 that I have dedicated to our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi. During the second lockdown, I collapsed due to brain stroke, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I had blurred vision, and I was not able to understand what I was doing. The situation was very critical for me. My wife and I had COVID during second lockdown, and I collapsed, and the situation was very critical at that time, because we didn't have beds, lack of cylinders, oxygen cylinders, and we didn't have money, and my wife was there luckily. So my wife came forward, and we were put in the ICU, and the doctors blackmailed, and they asked money. and luckily my younger son paid the bills and came out from the hospital. My right portion of the body was totally paralyzed. So can we go now? Just check. Okay, no. Okay, wait. Wait. So we have to now we have to look for clearance. Same. Okay then. So we have to press the button, and only when we are allowed, then we can walk forward. Now we got permission. To walk. Oh yeah. Now we got clearance to walk. Okay now. Now I'll start walking on the trail. So now again I'll circle back to my story. So I collapsed after the brain stroke. My wife took me to hospital, and my elder son was there with me. He took care of everything. He stood like a rock, and my younger son paid the bills because he was out of country at that time. And the doctors exploited the situation. Money was taken, and we have paid money. We lack of cylinders at that time. Second lockdown was clamped, and God knows my challenges. I myself didn't know what was happening. So it was the most critical challenge in my life, and I myself didn't know what was happening. And I was shifted to 3 different ambulances, and we went to hospital, and beds were not available, lack of cylinders, and finally we went to a hospital, and they took money, and we have paid. I mean, my younger son paid through bills, and I have seen death very close to me, and a guy was died who was kept in the ice box, and I asked where was that guy, and then the nurse told that guy died. His dead body was kept on the ice box, and not only that one, at the next to my collapsing, another guy died because of COVID, which I came to know after 6 months, because I didn't know what was happening. After 6 months, the wife of that deceased person told me that you don't know that my husband expired. I felt very bad. She was crying. So because of COVID, many people died. I think, I don't remember, roughly half a crore Indian people died out of COVID. So COVID was a big challenge for the humanity, and we should take precautions in such a that we can avert this kind of COVID-like scenario. And so what I came to know after the brain stroke is that life is fragile. Anything can happen at any time. I was taking everything for granted because of my healthy condition and because of the positivity. And so what I would like to share with everyone is that life is amazing, life is creative, life is great, life is a miracle, life is a magic, life is all about possibilities. Be positive, be positive, never give up, enjoy every moment of your life. People waste 30% of their precious time by thinking about their unpleasant past, which will never come back. People think too much about the future, that we can't predict what happens next. What we have right now is cash. Cash means what you have right now is present. Here cash means nowadays people don't have cash also, they have digital cash. Even that digital cash is nothing but the present. So learn to live in the present. Don't worry too much about the future, and don't worry about the unpleasant past, which will never come back. So be mindful and be ethical, add value and make a difference in the lives of others. So I am sharing my knowledge through storytelling, and I have 4 blogs. In the year 2007, I started a blog, and knowledge grows when shared, and I have a couple of blogs like Where Knowledge is Wealth, Professor M.S. Rao Born for the Students, and Vision 2030 1 million global leaders. Out of 4 blogs, Vision 2030 1 million global leaders is the active blog, because I can't focus on too many things because of the time constraints. And I have been blogging, and I am sharing my knowledge to impact humankind. And I share my knowledge with free of cost. I don't get any returns, and despite health challenges, despite financial challenges, mental challenges, physical challenges, I am still sharing my knowledge on YouTube. I have become active on YouTube after the brain stroke. Earlier I was mostly focusing on writing. Now for the last 3 years I am not able to write with my right hand. So I am focusing on YouTube channels. Sometimes I request the podcast hosts and interviewers to interview me, so that I can share my story. I can add value and make a difference, and I can share my stories to inspire people. When you cast a stone, you will find the ripple effects. So if you do things that will impact people as a whole, too many little drops make a mighty ocean. So it's true. So whatever the possible, we have to do it. Don't invent excuses that you don't have money. In my case, I don't have money, but I have time, and I have knowledge, immense knowledge that I want to share. So if you don't have money, at least serve people, add value to communities by investing your time. If you have money, you donate. If you don't have money, at least invest your time. According to me, if you waste one second of your one second, that means you wasted 1 second of your life. So don't waste your precious time. Time and tide waits for none. And use your time in a right way for social good. Identify the important challenges that are close to your heart and address them. If there are any gaps in the society, in your life that you find, fill the gaps. Add value and make a difference, because you are living on this beautiful planet for a limited time span, and it's an opportunity for you to lead your life happily, and also to add value and make a difference in the lives of others. So identify the important challenges, areas which are close to your heart, and add value and make a difference. We don't know whether we'll get one more life. So we have one life that we have to utilize properly. Don't invent excuses for not doing anything. Avoid procrastination. Procrastination is a thief of time. I'm sorry, I'm struggling to speak because of the brain stroke. Please empathize with me, and also I'm stammering after the brain stroke, but still better than what I was some 3 years back. For 1 year, I was on the bed. In the sense, I was on the bed for a few months. Then for 1 year, I didn't go to gym. I went for a walk. Then gradually, I joined gym and started recovering. I still have to recover. My right shoulder and right hand is numb. There is no sense to my right hand. So, but still, I am adding my little bit for the world, impact the world. So in fact, let me share with you, I didn't want to come to USA, but my son told to come to USA, and my son is living in Seattle. Again, where he will go to the next, which I don't know, and we don't know. Life is unpredictable. What happens next, where we will go, nobody can predict. Then applied for a visa, US visa, some I think 5 years back. My wife got visa, but I didn't get a visa, and they said they will go for verification. Then I thought it's gone. Then again I have to apply. I was thinking like that. It was during the first lockdown in India. Then again during the first lockdown, the visa office authorities called me over the phone and also sent an email to come to visa embassy. Then I went there. Then I was excited that they have called. Then when I saw it, I came to know that I was given visa only for 3 to 4 months. It didn't serve my purpose. Why? Because we wanted at least 5 years or at least 1 year so that we can go and come. But anyhow, something is better than not having anything. So I was very positive. Okay, once I get a passport stamped with visa, next time I can go. Then after the second lockdown, again we applied. It was a very long story. It took more than 1 year, 3 months waiting list. Then again the interviewing officer asked so many questions. First we had biometric. That was easy, and visa officer asked so many questions. Why you want to come to USA, what you are doing, and do you have money? And I said my son will bear the expenses. Then so many questions were asked. After grilling for 10 minutes, then again the visa officer told she kept a passport with her, and she told just give some time, we'll verify everything. Because last time also I was verified by Air Force headquarters, and they found it authentic, because I always believe in authenticity. You have to be very authentic and positive in life. So that positivity helped me, although I had setbacks in my life. Then finally I was excited that I got my visa stamped for 10 years. I was on cloud 9 when I got my visa. So really I was grateful to God. And then my younger son told, you come again immediately. I said, take your own time, because we got visa for 10 years and book ticket as per your convenience. At that time the students were going in India. So then we waited for 1 month. Then again we got tickets, and then we came to Seattle. After we came to Seattle, the immigration people grilled with so many questions. because I came to know that even at the immigration in Seattle, we can be sent back. So the immigration people ask us so many questions. Why you are coming to US? Do you have are you a green card holder? I said no. I'm an Indian. I'm Indian citizen. To came to my son. Then do you have how can you live in Seattle? I said my son is funding. Then again, do you have money? Yes, I have 300 US dollars. My wife has 100 and I have 200 US dollars. Do you have any tobacco? I said no. I said. Then after grilling and everything for 10 minutes, then we came out of the airport immigration successfully and came to Seattle. So you can understand my problems, my friends. To get a visa stamped, it took 5 years process and with lots of challenges. Finally, I got only at that time only 3 to 4 months. Then now I got 10 years of visa. So I'm with my son. So don't think that everybody will be successful. So life is all about lots for so many obstacles. You have to overcome the challenges. Everybody can't become Elon Musk. Even Elon Musk himself had so many challenges, but he was persistent and he was workaholic. I'm also workaholic. I'm not lucky, but one way I'm lucky that I survived from my brain stroke and I'm able to walk and talk. And I'm recording my memories on my smartphone, and I'll be uploading on after 1 hour. I'll upload on my YouTube channel. I request you to watch my video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with your networks. I create stories and share my stories to impact the world. Who knows, one of my stories will become great, and if one of my stories inspire the world, that serves my purpose. Because I don't know how long I will live. My time is limited on this beautiful planet. First, so whatever is possible, I will share with my people. And again, the challenge with me is that I am not a tech savvy. I am 61 years old, so I upload only raw videos. So please bear with me. And second thing is that I have health challenges. Sometimes I am repeating the same thing. That is one more challenge. So life is full of challenges. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with your networks. And I want to write a memoir. I published 60 books I wrote. 7 are still pending, and I am not able to edit and update. So once I get back to the feet, once I am healthy and active, so I'll edit and update my books, and I'll write a memoir, tentatively titled Survivor. The title is Survivor. So I'll have some catchy subtitle. So still I'm exploring. First I have to do that. A lot of research has to be done, and I am an expert in writing books, but I have health challenges. Hopefully I will be all right, and I will be able to type with my right hand. I will be able to eat with my right hand, and I will write a memoir. And this will hopefully this will be a New York Times best-selling book. I'm very optimistic. So friends, this is my story, my life, my journey, my struggles, my betrayals, and a couple of titles like from betrayal to hope, and struggles and sufferings. So different titles I have kept, maybe around 50 titles I am having. But first I have to I am uploading each video with different title, and I don't know which one will be appreciated. I am having 3 YouTube channels. So one YouTube channel titled Professor MS Rao Ph.D. that has got 1040 subscribers. Another YouTube has got, I think, 600 plus, and one more YouTube Vision 2030. So like that, different channels are there. So please empathize with me. So I would like to give a excellent quote based on my book Soft Leadership. Soft leadership is not about whining. Soft leadership is not about complaining. Soft leadership is not about condemning. Soft leadership is not about criticizing. Soft leadership is all about empathizing with others, adding value, and making a difference in the lives of others. That is the latest definition I have created for soft leadership. And I have created one more definition for soft leadership. The soft leadership blends soft skills with the left brain, and it emphasizes leadership with the right brain. So that's blending left brain and right brain, and so this is the definition I have created, and I hope you will enjoy it. So this is the garden I am enjoying. It's a beautiful garden, and my son has a beautiful place and a beautiful garden, but he doesn't have time to do it. He's busy with his work. Even I can't do gardening, but I love gardening and I enjoy nature. Hopefully I don't have any independent house. I wanted to buy own land and buy a house. This was the dream I had in the year 1990 when I got married with my wife, but things didn't materialize. Hopefully I'll get back to the feet and I'll earn money of my own and buy my own land, construct a villa. This is my vision, this is my dream. I don't know how it happens. Man proposes and God disposes, so it's like that. So I am very positive. Humans are very optimistic by nature, but things won't fall into place for everyone. But very few people succeed because when things fall into the place, people succeed. So in between there will be misalignments. You have to remove the misalignments and keep moving towards your goal, so that you can achieve your goals. Whatever you want to do it, the universe will conspire to make it happen. So life is an echo. If you do good, good will come back to you. If you do bad, bad will come back to you. And I survived because of the good deeds of my students, and because of my contribution to my students, and because of my family members, and the kind of knowledge that I have given to the world, that has reflected, and I bounced back. So be resilient, never give up. Everything is possible. Now I am going back because it's very painful and stressful to hold my smartphone with my left hand, but please bear with me. And so just I want to see my okay friends, if you like this video, please share with your networks and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Life is great, life is amazing, life is a miracle, life is all about possibilities. Be positive. My blood group is B positive and I am positive by nature. Be positive with gratitude.